Can you hear my voice better now?
You have to test it when you're not standing.
Yep.
Yeah. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah, if you can hear, give me a thumbs up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. All right. Let's give that a little more. A little more. And now let's get started. Let's come to the centers of your mat. Center of your mat, sorry. Center is really like front to back and side to side. We're going to step our feet out to equal the width of the mat. Take your shoulders, pull them up to the ears. And let's hold on that as you take your palms and rotate them forward. To face forward, take the hands, then sweep them backwards. As we start to feel the chest start to expand, as we bring this awakening to the body, let's take an opportunity to set our intentions for the day. Is it a day to work hard, recover, pretend we're ski jumping like we're doing right now. Pull your butt back, take your hands, sweep them forward. As you rotate the palms to face, lift the arms high into the air. Take a big inhale, and on a powerful exhale, lower the fingertips to the earth. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. Keep the back in extension as you bend both knees, and then walk your palms onto the shins. As you push the palm to the shins, expand through the chest. Give me a nice proud chest and pull the back of the head towards the sky and unhinge through the hips. As you keep them low, let the hands gently slide up over the kneecaps, open the palms to face forward and sweep the hands backwards. Pull the shoulders up to the ears, sweep the arms back ever so slightly more. As you inhale, sweep the hands forward and up. On the next inhale, rise. Pull the arms high to the sky. Look up skyward as you inhale. And as you exhale, pull your butt back and fold all the way down. Walk it out to your plank. So it's a walk and a step, right? Hands walk, feet step back, pull your hips up and back to down dog. All right, drive the heels to the earth and slowly rise up onto the tippy toes. And then drive the heels back to the earth and lower the knees gently down on your mat. Let's position the hips so they're directly over the knees as you step your hands back. Take the back of your head and lift it high to the sky. Now, push your chest through your shoulders towards the earth. Take your tailbone and roll it to the sky. Hollow out the belly. Hollow it out even more. As you inhale and exhale, let's reverse this. Imaginary string, center of the spine, pulling it high to the sky. Let the head fall. Hollow out the belly as your string pulls high. Push through the shoulders and elevate that whole shoulder carriage. Now, rock forward slowly and then gently pull back. All the way back. Come back forward. Hold with hands and knees directly under shoulders and hips. Push your chest through your shoulders towards the earth. Pull the back of the head high to the sky as you roll the tailbone upward, hollow out belly. Inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, make it nice and neutral. Let's hover the knees. Pull the hips up. Pull them backwards, down dog. Push high to the toes. Tippy toes, and then heels drive to the earth. Step both feet forward. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. Keep that back in extension, pull your hips backwards. Let's begin to experience the weighting of our body and our feet. As we register what it feels like, I'd like you to try to give me as much weight bearing as you can back towards the heels. And as you do so, let's straighten out the legs as best you can. Keep that back in extension as you inhale. And then on the exhale, let the back go into flexion. Fold in towards the legs. Hang out for a couple seconds. Inversion. When the head is below the level of the heart, it gives an opportunity for the circulatory system to function a little differently. Now, as you inhale, extend to the flat back. As you exhale, lower the butt by bending through the knees. Let's pull the knees forward of the toes. You're going to feel the opening and awakening in the deep tissue on the back of the calf. Let's push the heels towards the earth. Let's pull the knees forward a little more. And then push your hips high to the sky. Let the upper body fold in. Let's bend both knees. Keeping the feet flat to the earth. Pull the knees forward towards the toes. Feel that nice awakening and opening in those calf, gastrocnemius. Some of the other muscles of the lower leg and the back. Feel that release happening through those fibers of the muscle. Now, pull the hips backwards. Weight to the heel, butt pushes to the sky, fold down. As we unfold this, bend the knees, sweep the arms out to the side, rise all the way up. Bring the hands to rotate so that the palms face inwards, separate the fingers widely. Now use the fingers to pull everything to the sky. Starts with the arms, with the shoulder carriage, hollow out the belly, make that spine nice and long. As we work to decompress our spinal column, enjoy the feeling like, oh yeah, this is feeling pretty good. As you exhale, sweep it back down. As you plant your hands in the front of your mat, step your feet backwards to plank. Take your chest, push it towards the earth. So we're kind of sinking into that shoulder girdle. And as we do that, take the back of the head, lift it. So it's a combination of sinking in, pushing through, flattening the chest as the back of the head pulls higher to the sky. Hollow out the belly. Keep that muscle activation as you pull the hips upward and backwards to down dog. Nice. Now, drive the heels to the earth. Push up to the tippy toes. I like saying tippy toes. Drive the heels back to the earth. Step the feet forward. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and sweep. Beautiful. Bring hands over hearts. Good morning, everybody. Are we all warmed up? It's sunny. Yes, we went from being in the shade to being in the sun. All right, let's continue. Let's take the left knee and raise it to the sky. As we step the left foot back, we are in a lunge type position. Up on the toes of that back foot, front foot. Take the ball of the big foot, rotate it onto your mat. Nice. Now, lean in. Take that knee, that right knee, and push it forward of the toes. Register that weight in the foot. It should be heavily oriented in the ball of the foot and the toes. Let's make sure you're not grabbing the mat with your toes. Let's keep that nice open extension for the toes. Decompressed. We have the strength from our core providing stability. Now, take your butt, pull it backwards, drive the back heel to the earth. Keep the back leg straight. We're not bending it quite yet. So we're getting in that deep tissue release in that left calf. We have a push happening from the front, the quads. Can you feel them? Good. Now, extend the hands forward, cup the palms, push the fingertips and thumbs together. Extend out long the arms. Rotate to the right. Come back center and do that a few more times. You can set your own pace. Ooh, there's a big bug. It's a moth. It's gone. Bug attack. All right, everyone meet center. Bring hands over heart. Step that back foot forward. Push your hands to the sky. Fold down as you exhale. Whew. This warm-up led into some big work all of a sudden. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold back down. Bend those knees, sweep the arms to the sky. As you rise up, stand tall. Beautiful. Take your hands back over heart. Rise up with the right knee. Step back with the right foot. Lean it in. Left knee, push it forward. Get the orientation of all that weight. Now that back leg is still straight. We're going to keep it straight as we pull the butt back. Let that heel drive towards the earth, but don't let it rest on the earth. Whoops. Nice. Now, extend the hands, cup the hands, push the fingers together. As you inhale, rotate left. Exhale, come back center. And continue. Enjoy the flow. Hands come back to heart. Back foot steps forward. Push to the sky. Fold down. Inhale, extend to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Plant the hands, step the feet. Hover low. Hover high. Pull up and back to down dog. Back to plank. Hover low. Hover high. Up and back to down dog with the hips, right? Come back to plank. Hover low. Hover high. Pull up and back to down dog. Come back to plank. How long can this go on for? Oh, at least one more, I hope. Hips up and back. Back to plank. Hover low. Hover high. Up and back, down dog, hold. Oh yeah, catch that breath, baby. Now pull your hips high to the sky. And come up to their tippy toes. Pull the hips higher to the sky. As you drive the heels to the earth, step the right foot up and in between the hands. We're going to frame that foot with our hands as you inhale, extend to a flat back. Let's bring about a 90-degree bend in that right knee so we have nice extension and we feel the upper body resting, if you will, or at least positioned on top of that right thigh. Grow the spine as you inhale. And then exhale, keep the spine long. Let's get our back foot in alignment. Just separate the width of the feet so they're hip width apart. And just take a little look back at that left heel. If it angles to either side, try your best to kind of keep it straight up. Try your best, right? Now, as you inhale, extend. As you exhale, hold. As you inhale, let's bring the hands up onto the thighs. We're now more balancing or more in a balanced position. As we begin to orient the body and the weight bearing in the two different legs right now. Let's pull the hips backwards so you can feel the weight more in the heel of that front foot. It's probably straightened out your leg to a high degree. That's fine. That's what we want, actually. As you inhale, grow the spine and unhinge the hips. Coming back to a pose we were in earlier, just through a different way. Now, take that right heel and the ball of that left foot and pull them together. As you feel that muscle connection happen, hollow out the tummy and give me a proud chest. Let the hands sweep back. Now, hanging out in the joints, the hip joints, means we're just kind of sitting there. I want you to actively push everything up and away from the earth. Take the hands, sweep them forward, and this time bring them all the way up. And then sweep it back and down. And continue. Inhaling as the arms raise and exhaling as they lower. Set your own pace. The amount of work that you are experiencing can be varied depending upon how much you lean in. And if you feel like it today, lean more. All right. Everyone, arms up, hands heart, step back foot forward, boom. Hands sky, whoops. Inhale, extend, exhale, fold, whoops, step back plank. Hover low, hover high, up and back down dog. Plank it, lower it down, raise it back up and back, down dog. Come back to plank. I love this, don't you? Hover low, hover high, up and back. 2 more times through, then we're moving on. Low, high, up and back, down dog. Last time through, low, high, up and back, down dog. Hold, push high onto the tippy toes. Drive the heels to the earth. As you inhale, step that left foot up and in between the hands. Same setup, opposite side. Check out that right heel. Let's take the left knee, bring it forward. Let's get the orientation of weight bearing. Lots of pressure in the front part of that toe box. Pull the hips backwards, straighten the leg. Nice. Now, keep the legs straight. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. As you exhale, keep the back in extension. Palms walk to the thigh. Inhale, extend, flat back. Nice. Now, as you inhale, unhinge. Keep that front leg nice and engaged, straight. No grabbing. Let's release the palms, open the face backwards. Find the balance. I'm struggling a little bit today, but nice. I'm going to figure it out. Nervous system's going haywire. Now, as you inhale, arms sweep forward and up, and then back and down. Remember how we connected this with the breathing. Continue at your own pace. Work hard to push those hips up off the earth. All right, hands high, hands heart, back foot steps forward. Sigh of relief. Push your hands to the sky as you inhale. Exhale, fold, step it back to plank. Nice. Everyone's worried that I'm going to do that push-up routine again? No, that's good. No worries, because we're not. Now, we're going to float forward and then backward. And I want you to find a spot where you feel the work through the wrists is kind of acceptable for the body. That's just shoulder positioning, right? Back up slightly. Push your chest through your shoulders towards the earth, hollow out the belly, take the back of the head, elevate it to the sky, gently lower the knees. Pull back to child's pose. Walk your hands forward. Child's pose is a great chest opener if we allow it to be so. And how we achieve that is being off the forearms. So we can be on the palms of the hands, and then we can walk them forward and we feel the shoulder carriage kind of carry along with the hands. And as that carriage rises to the ears, hollow out the belly, pull your tailbone backwards, and see if you can get a little more rotation for the shoulder joint. Now, a lot of our bodies have a good ability to exterior rotate through the shoulders. I want you to practice interior rotation. So the ball of each finger and thumb, it's not the index finger, the thumb, push the ball of the thumb in towards the mat. You can feel the different activations from the arm, extending all the way up into that shoulder girdle. Pull the hips back a little more, walk the fingers forward just a little more. The ball of the thumb, push it to the earth a little more. And then walk everything back. You're welcome. At the head fall, center of the spine, that imaginary string I love to talk about, use it to pull the spine high to the sky. And then push your chest through your shoulders towards the earth. As you roll the tailbone to the sky, pull the head, the back there up towards the sky. Hollow out the belly. Hollow it out even more. Almost like you're trying to pull your navel up and into the spine. Hollow it out a little more and then relax. Let's come up onto a kneel. Let's raise the shoulders up towards the ears. Open the palms to face forward. Now, as the palms forward, we're rotating exterior rotation. We want to continue that rotation by taking the thumbs and rotating them all the way back, as if we were trying to turn our hands to face out, or the palms anyways, to face out and away from the body. Nice. Now, keeping that nice exterior rotation of the shoulders, let's pull the butt back, but let's keep that belly hollowing out. I like to feel that nice, secure muscle activation in the front part of the body, helping to stabilize the back part of the belly. Now, as we hold here, I want you to imagine what it would feel like to cough. So do it. Yeah, it's just a cough, right? That muscle in and around your abdominal region that you feel when you cough, we're going to try and activate that again. Try it, cough. And now that I asked you to feel that muscle, I'd like you to try to connect to it. Activate it, keep it strong. Bring the hands forward and bring them all the way up to the sky, keeping that muscle nice and active. Beautiful. Fold down, let the head drop, center of the spine, pulls high to the sky. And then reverse, push the chest through the shoulders towards the earth, expand across the chest and back as you pull the back of the head to the sky. Rotate that tailbone also up to the sky. And then come back to a neutral spine. Let's take your hips, pull them high, and step your feet up and in between your hands. Beautiful. As you inhale, extend. As you exhale, fold. As you unfold, inhale and sweep the arms high. Beautiful. And as you bring hands over heart, let's make sure we're at the back of our mat. Take the right knee, raise it up, and step the right foot forward. As we come into a lunge position, same setup as earlier. Let's take the right knee, pull it forward, and then pull the hips back, straighten out that right knee. Let's lean in. And then with hands over heart, let's take a rotation towards the right and come back center. Now, I can see that with some people, the rotation's happening within the head. Let's make it the shoulder carriage. So we have spine long and we're rotating the shoulders right and coming back center. It's a different engagement. I want you to try to engage that way as best you can. Center and rotate right and come back and hold. Now, take the hands, push them forward, cup fingertips and thumbs. Push together. Raise the arms. Now, push the hips higher. Take the right heel and left big toe, pull them together. Raise the arms a little higher. As you exhale, slowly fold down over that right leg and step it back. Nice, back in plank. Pull your hips up and back, down dog. Step or jump both feet forward. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. And then as you exhale, rise all the way up, stepping all the way to the back of the mat, taking a little bit of a travel, a little bit of vacation. Back of the mat, bring hands over heart. Take the left knee, raise it, step it forward. Helps to know good grammar, doesn't it? Now, take the left knee, push it forward. Take the hips, pull it back. So they're basically pulling back and rising. The heel of that left foot, pronounced in its weight bearing. We're leaning, right? Nice. Rotate left. Come back center. Loose. And we're all going to meet back facing forward, Hands extend forward, cupping the fingers, pushing deeply, inhaling and making the arms lift. Push everything up off the earth. Let's take the left heel and right toe, pull them together, lift the arms a little higher. Exhale, fold it down, step it back, plank pose. Pull up and back to down dog. Nice, we're gonna lengthen out gluteals we're just working, and the hamstrings. Let's bend both knees and then push the hips high to the sky. Drive the heels to the earth, push high onto the tippy toes, pull the hips higher. Proud chest pulls through the arms, and then we're gonna float it all the way back to plank. Step both feet forward. Extend as you inhale. Exhale, float the hips backwards as you let the spine come into flexion. And as you inhale, unfold. Reach the hands to the sky. Trying to get a little bit of cloud cover. A little nice, isn't it? As you release the arms down, step sideways to your mat and bring the feet wide, 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 wide. As wide as you comfortably can and still be stable. Take the big toes and turn them in ever so slightly towards the center line of the body. Let's keep those legs nice and engaged. As you pull the butt back, let's bring your hands onto the hips. Now, spinal flexion as the hips pull back looks like this. We're going to change that. We're going to keep that posterior muscle of the back, the spinal column muscles nice and active. And if your head is craning, take the chin, pull it in towards the neck and feel that nice activation of the muscles of the back of the neck. Now, pull the hips backwards, almost to the topple point. Toppling meaning I'm going to fall backwards, but we're not going to do that, right? So as we work to keep this, let's bring each palm onto its respective thigh. Let's pull back a little more. And as we begin to cantilever the body, the key here, this exercise, is to pull the butt back as we fold in. We're coming halfway down. You feel a nice pull through those hamstrings and the medial muscles, the inner thigh muscles. Let's bring the fingertips to the earth if we can. The modified version of this is with hands on thighs. You know your body today. Exercise what's best for you. If you make the choice, let's take the right hand, reach it out beside the body, and take the right shoulder and reach it to the sky. This move is very hard to execute correctly. We're targeting some very specific muscles. The medial or inner thigh muscles, gluteals, the rotational muscles of the spine, including the obliques. As we lower that right hand to give that package of muscle a relief, let's reset, make sure that the hips have pulled back almost to the topple point. Reach that left hand out and the left shoulder, rotate it to the sky. Work to keep pulling back. This is not a struggle. This is just defining what our nervous system is experiencing, and we're gaining balance here. It's challenging what our body knows to find improvement by going into places where we don't know. Let's lower the left hand. Take the right hand out. And now we're going to float between the 2 points. Right down, left up, rotate. Keep the breath connected with the movement. Inhaling as one side rises, exhaling as it lowers, and continue on. All right, one more time each side. You should feel that low back, giving a little bit of discomfort. Notice that's fine. Generally, that's an indication that muscle has been used and it's experiencing a little bit of reprieve. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. Walk the palms onto the thighs. Let's unhinge the upper body. We're going to keep in this wide leg stance. Let's bring the hands up, shoulder height, rotating the palms to face the sky. Now, let's take the right hand, reach it up and bring it as close to the midline, across the midline if you can. And then let it sweep down and cycle through to the opposite side. And then back up and over, opposite side. Although the movement's slow, it's still rhythmic. So try to float between the two, slowly connecting all the dots along the way. As we rise up to center this time, bring hands over heart. Pull your butt back as you start to fold in halfway. Those hamstrings should be giving a little bit of communication, and if they are, that's fine. Know what your break point is. Know where your push point is. If you have push point, come along with me. Push the hands forward, all the way, extending just like you're holding them overhead, but you're not. Now, lift the thumbs higher to the sky. Take a big inhale, exhale, full. Great job. Flip the right toes to the front of your mat. Come up on the back toes of that left foot. As you inhale, extend. As you exhale, take the left foot, step it forward. Fold it down as you exhale. As you inhale, unfold, hands reach to the sky. As you bring hands over heart, step the right foot way back as you rotate to face the opposite side of your mat. Nice. Now, pull your butt back, fold it down. As you inhale, extend to a flat back. We're starting in a more advanced position with fingertips on earth, simply because we've kind of warmed up these muscles. Now, let's take the left hand and then walk it underneath the right hand towards the right foot. And see if you can kind of reach out and kind of grab the outside of that right foot. So this rotation is happening through the upper body, through the spinal column. Let's walk that hand back. Square up the shoulders. Take the right hand, walk it through the left foot. This is a good way to assess tightness in the lower muscles of the core and the lower back in particular. If one side feels easier than other, then it's more likely that the side that's a little more challenging has a little shortness to it. Let's bring it back. Both fingertips are upon the earth. Pull the hips back. Push the chest through the shoulders. Give me a nice proud chest. Expand across the shoulders, front and back. Pull the back of the head high to the sky. Let's hollow out the belly. Bring the palms onto the thighs. Let's support a little bit with the weight bearing through the arms. Proud chest keeps proud as we rise up and unhinge. Bring the hands out to the side. Palms turn to face skyward. Take the left hand, sweep it up. Pull the arm long. Now, instead of compressing one side and decompressing the other, we're going to decompress both. Pull the right and left side higher. And then sweep that left hand down, bring the right hand up. Bring it across the midline of the body if it can be done. And both sides grow longer. It's an interesting exercise because we're not forcing our body to do anything, although we've already got it into a flexed state. Come back center. Both palms face the sky. Hands sweep up as you inhale. As you exhale, fold it all the way down. And then bring it all the way down onto your mat. All right. Yeah, that was one of my smoothest transitions. No, says Kirsten.
Cheers.
Cheers. Sunday, fun day. Wow. All right. Let's bring our feet to the front part of the heel, sorry, to the front part of our mat.
And let's separate them hip width apart. Sorry, hip width apart. Let's keep a relatively obtuse angle, like just a slight bend in the knees, and then C-curve the spine. Hollow out the belly, and then take it down one vertebrae at a time. And keep that little bend in the knees. Nice. Let's rotate the knees and the big toes in towards each other. And if you can, take the thighs and squeeze them together. Just hold out there for 1 second. And then relax. Let the toes spiral outward to face up at the sky. So we haven't rotated them so they're externally rotated. We're just in a neutral type of stance where the toes aim at the sky. Let's separate them just an inch or two wider, so the heels separate, of course. And then take the knees and the big toes and turn them in and get them to touch if you can. And then take those thighs and squeeze them together. Nice. A little different activation, hopefully a little more intense. If it's too intense, you can back off a little bit. You know, you govern the body and how it works today. Now, while we're holding on this, hollow out the belly. Hollow it out even more. And then relax. As we work the progression of this exercise, you know, you can keep your feet and the heels thereof in or out, whatever you prefer. Now we're coming back to the exercise and adding on to it. Toes and knees rotate in, thighs press together. Take the heels and without moving, remember, isometric means no movement. It's just muscle activation. Pull the heels towards your butt. Now do together two things. So it's a simultaneous push the thighs together, pull the heels towards the butt. Try to do that more. Push and pull. Hollow out the belly, push and pull, and then relax. Oh, are you feeling this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nice. Now, almost final progression. Toes and knees, thighs, get them going. Heels, bring them to the party. Take your arms, lie them down beside the body, cup the fingers. Use your fingertips now to connect to the earth. And thumb tips too, of course, because we have those. Make the chest proud, hollow out the belly. Now, squeeze the thighs, most important part of this exercise. Pull the heels, second most important part. And then third part we're adding on is try to lift your butt up off the earth while you do the other two things with great intensity. Inhale, exhale, bring it down. Let the toes extend towards the sky, straighten out the legs, and then pull them up and into the chest. Let's bring the knees in, bring the forehead up to meet the knees, and let's rock and roll forward to back. Bring the legs all the way out. Nice. Now, we're not done, not even close. We have minutes left. As we separate the feet about the width of the mat, let's take the big toes and rotate them into face. Let's walk the fingers forward and then begin to fold in on this nice stretch and release. Let's get that lower back. We worked it hard today. Worked a lot of the muscles of the spine. Ones in particular involved with rotation and stabilization. The low back has a lot of different infrastructure. Infrastructure is the stuff that muscles connect to. So we're going to lengthen out the muscles and interact with that. To feel nice, nice release. Deepen it a little more if you can. And then come back up. Beautiful. And then lie all the way down on your backside. Pull the knees up and into the chest. Now, cross right over left. Bring that left foot planted on the floor. There's a big bend in that left knee. We're going to use the right knee to kind of pull over the ball of that left foot as we pull that left leg towards the earth. I'd like you to hover it just above the earth. Now check in with that foot. The heel and the ball of that left foot should be connected to the earth, not one or the other, both. You should feel a nice pull over that left hip. We're going to bring a little more length to that by taking the left hand, reaching it up to the sky, and then diagonally back away from the body. should be very familiar with this pose. We're going to work the length to work the lengthening of these muscle chains, the side body. So pull the fingers far away from the body, arms straight. Nice. Try to rotate that left knee by using the right leg to leverage and pull down. And then pull ever so slightly more towards the back with that left hand. And then come back up, switch sides. Making that cross of the legs, using that left to pull right, just like a hinge of a door. The ball of that right foot and the heel are the hinge points. As we pull towards the earth, that right knee, you can roll up off that hip. In fact, I advise you to do so to kind of really make the stretch more effective. And then reach the right hand to the sky. My right shoulder is up off the earth. That's fine. It's not important that it be connected. In fact, it's almost better if it isn't. Let's start to reach diagonally back with that right hand and then pull along the arm, pull through. You should feel all the way down across the right chest into that right hip. Nice lengthening those muscles that often get torn up by sitting for long periods of time. Pull a little longer as you inhale. Try to rotate that right knee a little closer to the earth. And then as you exhale, bring it all the way back up to center. Uncross, pull in the knees, bring the forehead up to meet the knees. Rock and roll forward to back. And then come all the way up to a seated position. You can cross the legs in any fashion that you like. We're going to come through. This is like a modified pigeon stretch. It's kind of done from a lotus position. We're going to fold in, take a couple breaths. We're almost done. This is the last series of stretches. Let's walk it back. Switch up the cross. And then bring it back in. On the next breath, let's walk the hands back in. Make your legs whatever is comfortable for you. Let's bring your hands over heart. And as the sun beats into my eyes and I can barely see you, I'm going to thank you for your great participation today. Thank you for being here. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Namaste in bed. Good morning, Sue and Beth.
Hello. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ladies.